This video is for the 8th grade Copyright Fair Use Project, Assignment 3. First, what you should do is go to drive.google.com and open up the slideshow where you added your citations from Assignment 2. And at this point, you should just simply have 2 slides, so your title and then your works cited slide with your 5 citations. What you should also do is make sure that you have the Fair Use Project template open, so that would be found in Google Classroom. And what you're going to do is you're going to copy some of the slides that are on there. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to click on slide 2 right here, and then you're going to scroll down to slide 7, and then you're going to hold shift and click on slide 7. What that's going to do is it's going to select slides 2 through 7. Then you're going to put your pointer on any one of the slides, 2-finger click on your touchpad and choose copy. Then what you'll do is you'll click over to your work and you're going to 2-finger click in between slides 1 and 2. So notice where my pointer is. 2-finger click and choose paste. Then you'll click on do not link. So next what you're going to do is you're going to open up WeVideo. So you're going to open up a new tab, and then you're going to go to wevideo.com. And then from here you'll log in, make sure that you log in with Google, and then from here what you'll do is you'll finish your video. So anyway, you'll find your video and you'll just click on it. So click on edit. And then from here what you're going to do is you're going to click on finish up at the top. So then from here you'll click on 720p. You'll click on the Google Drive icon and then click on finish. So then what's going to happen is it's going to take just a few minutes to publish your video, and it will be saved onto your Google Drive account. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to click back over to your slideshow with the citations. And I'm just going to show you how to fill out information for both video, audio, and images. You're not going to need to use every slide necessarily. So let's say, for example, that you included video in your project. What you should do is you should go back over to dashboard on the WeVideo tab, and what you're going to do is you're going to basically open up your editable video again. So anyway, here's my editable video. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up, and then from here I'm just going to look to see how long my video was. So if I click on the media folder right there, and I happen to have a bunch of videos, but you would really only have a few. So anyway, that being said, alright, so the first video that I have is Ed Sheeran, Thinking Out Loud. So I found it right here just to find out how long it is. You're going to ignore the last number. So you're just going to look at the 4:56. So basically that means that this is 4 minutes and 56 seconds long. We used 19 seconds of it. So again, ignoring those first numbers. So what you're going to do is you're going to click back over to your slides. And then you're just going to double click where it says we used video name. So in this case, we used Thinking Out Loud. And then that's by Ed Sheeran. So we're just going to double click and write his name. And then it says, which is 4 minutes and 56 seconds long, because that's what it showed us. And then from here, what you're going to do is explain 1/10 of this is blank seconds. We're just going to leave that blank now. And then we're going to say, and we used 19 seconds of the video clip. So now what we need to do is figure out how many seconds long 4:46 is. So you're just going to open up a new tab, and you're going to type 4*60 plus 46, because it's 4 minutes times 60 plus the remaining 46 seconds, and then hit enter. And it tells us that that's 286 seconds. So then we're going to click back over to our work, and then we're going to just double click right here and then say 286 seconds. So we used less than 1/10 by using 19. Next, I'm going to show you how to do the audio slide. So basically you would repeat this for any videos that you have. For audio, it would be similar. So you would go over to WeVideo. So for example, I used photograph. I used 14 seconds of it, again, ignoring that last number. And then if I look at where I have the photograph video, I click on it and it shows it as 4 minutes and 34 seconds. So I'm just going to click back over to my work, and then just going to double click, and it says we used Photograph by Ed Sheeran. So double click again. And then we're going to say how long it is. So we said it was 4 minutes and 34 seconds long. So then from here, what you're going to do is then tell how much we used. In this case, we used 14 seconds. So we're just going to double click right there and put 14. And then 1/10 of this is however many seconds. So what we're going to do is open up another tab, and then we're going to do, this one was 4 minutes 34. So what you're going to do is do 4 asterisk 60 plus 34. And that gives us 274. So we're just going to click back over your work and then double click in that blank and then say that it is 274 seconds. Then the last type of media that you might include is images. So what you're going to do for the images slide, we're just going to search for the image that we used. So right now I'm just going to open up a new tab and open up Ed Sheeran Google Images. So click on Images up at the top. And so I happen to use this image right here. So what I'm going to do is click on that image and then click on Visit. And that's going to bring me to the website that it came from. So it came from the Daily Times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to my work. So I'm clicking back over to my work. And then I'm going to say we used, double click, one picture. And we can get rid of the S because we just used one. And then double click, and then it says from the Daily Times, or from Daily Times. And then it says we are allowed to use 1/10 of their images or 5 images, whichever is less. So then what you want to do is make sure that you've filled in stuff for everything that you've used. What you're going to do is just delete any stuff with blanks that you didn't use by just kind of clicking and dragging and hitting backspace. And you want to do that for any of them. If there's any slides you didn't use, just click on the slide and hit backspace. And again, you just want to make sure that you get rid of any blank stuff that you didn't use. So there we get rid of blank stuff we didn't use, and then right here on this slide we're getting rid of more blank stuff that we didn't use. So then what you're going to do is you're going to click on the conclusion slide, and you're going to give an example of a conclusion that can happen if you don't follow copyright law. So double click on that line, and you could say something like, you could be sued and have to pay a lot of money. So anyway, then what you would do is finish up your conclusion and put in your actual video. So we're going to do that by going back over to slide 2 where it says our video, and click on the insert menu and click on video. And then you should click on Google Drive, and then you should see the video appear. So you'd click on the video and click on select. And so then you would have your actual video on your work. What you will need to do though is you will need to click back over to Google Drive and make sure that the video is shared with Mrs. Foley. So what you're going to do is click on the arrow next to search drive and click on videos. And then it should pop up with your video, and you would just click on your video, click on the person icon with the plus sign, and then just make sure that you share it with efoley@hanoverschools.org. Anyway, once you do that, you'll just hit send, and that way it'll make sure that it actually is shared. Then what you're going to do for the last part is you're going to delete some of the tiny text that's there. So you're going to click, starting with slide 3, you're going to click just kind of in any of the white space on the slide, and then hit backspace. You're going to do the same thing with any other slides that are left over. So click on the slide, click on like any of the white space, hit backspace, and you want to do that for all of your remaining slides. So now at this point, I should have all of my slides done, and it should be completely my own work, just like you see here. And then the last thing is you'll just simply share it with Mrs. Foley, and that's it.